Almost Sunday podcast. Week 9 in the books. We back. Joel Mendelson, Eli Cron, Lucas Klaus. We missed a week. I know people were dying.
World Series.
Okay.
Yeah. It was tough.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Joel Sunday spread coming back. Eli's long shot parlay 6-teamer. A little week 9 trivia, right? Little Lucas's list. But first, who's alive in Survivor? Just Joel. Rams over Saints. Easy peasy. Absolutely clobbered them. I'm pretty sure they covered a massive spread as well. Rams are really good.
That was super easy.
Yeah.
No need to overthink.
Yeah, no, that was when you said Rams over Saints. I was like, okay, well, on to the next.
You got
pick.
lucky, pussy. You got lucky. I should still be playing.
You get all strategic with it, but the matchups present themselves if you just stick to 1 week at a time.
I didn't try to get strategic. I got trapped in a corner.
You trapped yourself in that corner, buddy. There's no playing around that.
Listen, when you get trapped, you get trapped, okay? Who would you have picked?
On week 3, you got trapped?
It was like week 4, okay?
All right.
And yeah, it was an absolute trap, no matter what happened. We've been over this, okay? There were several teams I could have picked. They all got upset, okay? Chiefs, Bills, a lot of them. Don't want to talk about it. And the obvious picks I couldn't pick already, so stuck on that. Stop derailing. Stop derailing this, okay? You're derailing everything with your little jibber jabber. Oh, buddy, you're trapping yourself. Enough, okay?
Hey. You're the one who misspoke. You're the one that misspoke.
Overall picks. Eli's winning to 84. I have 83, and Joel, you have 82. So we are right there. Spreads, on the other hand, Joel, we got a bit of work to do. Eli, that's 69. Idiot.
Get shit on. Get shit on, pal.
Joel with 64. I'm at 63. So if anyone's going to screw this up, it's going to be Eli.
No, I just have a question for y'all, actually. Are you even trying at this point? Because this is like taking candy from a toddler.
How many did you get right this week? 8? Me too. Stuck on that, okay?
What are the overall standings? I believe you're 6 below me.
And
that's the title of a movie, I think. A really good one. You guys should go watch.
You're pretty bad this year, buddy.
Hey, listen, you can't be the reigning champ forever, okay? I won by like 12 last year. And
I feel like there were weeks last year where me and Eli forgot to put our picks in.
Yeah, I would have won if I. Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, you forgot to put your picks in. Not my problem. Not my problem.
Seems like it at this point.
And you guys weren't the only one in the league. Clobbered you all.
You had an easy run to the championship. You were playing against janitors. You know?
Okay, well.
Like a Mickey Mouse championship you won. Congrats.
Thank you.
COVID championship.
You're right. That was easy as shit.
Count.
You guys suck. Okay. Let's get to Survivor here before you guys say any more dumb shit. Joel, you're the only one alive. What are we doing?
I am the only one alive, and it's funny because it hasn't been that tough of a road to get here, guys. I did get lucky that one time with forgetting to put my pick in and not being able to use the Packers, but I digress. We've made it to double-digit weeks. We're taking the Denver Broncos Thursday night at home. They're going to shit-kick the Raiders. Like, it's going to be an easy time, too. Raiders don't really have anything right now. They just traded Jacoby Myers, too, so that's one less player for Geno to throw an interception pass. And it's going to be on to week 11.
Yeah, it's 11. Nice.
I hate it, personally. Eli?
I don't mind it. Like, what other option? You've probably used a lot of your teams at this point, so it's getting more and more sketchy.
The other easier one would be the Colts, but that game is in London. And
I do Germany.
What? Germany,
Berlin.
I'm not sure where it is, but it's at 7:30 in the morning for me, so I know it's in Europe.
Yeah.
Not a good. I'm not putting my faith in that. Also, because the Falcons are weird as shit. Sometimes they can play good football, and it doesn't make sense, but I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, I would stay away from that too.
And Colts looked like a dud last week too. Daniel Jones turned into the Pumpkin Jones, as we all knew he could revert back to. So now you got these questions: is like, can you trust a Colts and Survivor going forward? And it's a lot sketchier than the Broncos. So I don't mind your pick this week. It makes sense.
Not gonna lie, if that game was in Indianapolis, I probably would have taken them, just because I think the confidence boost you get with you going all in. I think there's going to be a good response from the team, although I'm also interested to see if Daniel Jones shits his pants knowing that they just went all in on him. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, European games are just weird too. They're just, I don't like them.
And there's no shot Jonathan Taylor gets shut down for a second game in a row, right? Like that was an anomaly last week. Expect him to get at least two more touchdowns this week. So
the O-line want to bounce back. So yeah.
Game of touchdowns. We all whiffed last week. We put our picks in. We didn't post them, but not a single one of us got anywhere. I took all 3 of the Texans backup wide receivers to score a touchdown, 5 on each, because any one of them would have hit, would have paid it out. Stroud goes down instantly, and I was like, well, that's a waste of $15 right there. So not great. Not great.
You're a genius. You're a genius.
I didn't know he's going to get concussed in the next generation. He's not playing in week 10 either. But I'll kick it off here. Marcus Mariota against the Lions runs one in. 10 for 36. Now, last time I did this, it was Jackson Dart, and it was also 10 for 36. I'm going back to a quarterback. He runs one in against Detroit. Who loves it?
I don't hate it.
Not. How many rushing touchdowns has Marcus had in his career? In the NFL, I can count it on one hand, maybe.
Definitely
I know he doesn't get. I know he doesn't get them. Dude, he doesn't get them that
often. He can't
often.
throw, man. He's a shock putter. He's running a bunch of touchdowns.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Detroit.
Dude. You ever seen throw a ball, man? Yeah, you gotta get everything involved.
Eli, guess how many rushing touchdowns he has in his career?
Like 7, barely.
I guess like 28.
19.
Okay,
wow.
Whatever.
Dumbass.
He hasn't been in the game for at least 2 years. But he's been a shitter backup, and I don't trust his insights in the game. I don't trust his instincts, and I certainly don't trust his legs. So I don't think that's hitting. I think this is my comeback week because you guys know I'm down bad in this game right now. I think I got a win a couple weeks ago to at least put me on the board. But this week will really cement my name in the Hall of Fame of Game of Touchdowns because I'm picking Luke Musgrave on the Green Bay Packers to get a touchdown. $10 pays $35. Tucker Kraft got absolutely shit on his ACL, I think, torn multiple sections. So that guy is shittered for a minute. And who's coming in the backup? It's Musgrave. Loves to pass to his tight ends. And give me Musgrave. He's their guy.
I actually like that. That's actually, I might throw that in a parlay. That's actually juicy.
Hell yeah.
I do like it. Your Yusuf gets shit on for his ACL tearing is crazy. That's crazy work.
It's fair. It's fair, all things considered.
Is that not your tight end in fantasy?
No. I wish.
It was last year, okay.
Don't hate the pick. Don't hate the pick at all.
Okay.
I like it. I actually like that.
I like that. Hell yeah.
I'm going with another second string tight end, and that's Dawson Knox in Miami. It just feels like a Knox game, you know? He's the second most targeted tight end on the roster. I feel like it's such a weird mix with the 3 of them. Taking Knox 10 to win 31, and whenever Marcus Mariota doesn't get into the end zone, I'm going to jump Luke.
Buddy, Knox is not scoring. Like, I'm not. This is the worst one.
Knox is 100%.
I love how we're all going big game hunting here. We're all in the 30s. Like,
your big swing in here
is better than mine, I will say. Value in your guys is definitely better.
Yeah, backup tight end. Like, what?
We're swinging for the fences this week, boys. Parlay them.
That's a weird word for this situation, though.
Where would he really start?
I'm talking like play action.
Carolina.
Like he's the guy who breaks off the line. Easy touch.
Okay. Anything fancy, just running against the Dolphins team that's quit. Like, they're lost.
I just see it, though. I see it.
Okay. The scores real quick. I'm at 56. Joel's at 47. Eli 35.5. We missed a week. But either way, let's go for at least 4-1 here. Joel's Sunday spread. What do we got here?
I'm not going to lie to you, boys. It's been a rocky road this year, but I'm ready to turn it around. We're in double-digit weeks. This is where we get serious. It's cold outside. It means football weather. Starting off with Bears minus 4.5 against the Giants, at home against the Giants. It just feels right. Honestly, they've been playing a little better. They just scored a shit ton of points on. I can't remember. They played
The
the
Bengals.
Bengals. They played the Bengals. You're supposed to score that many points on the Bengals, and they did. It's an encouraging sign. And also, the Giants really scored garbage time points last week. It wasn't as close as it looked on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think the Bears can cover 4.5 at home. Niners plus 4.5, also at home against the Rams. I just think divisional matchup, it's going to be tighter than a 5-point game, in my opinion. The Niners did just lose and only scored, 13 points? But I think they'll step up against the Rams and cover 4.5. Steelers plus 3.5 at the Chargers. This is more me not believing in the Chargers than it is the Steelers. The Chargers did not handle the Titans all that easily.
No.
And that's not great. Like a pick six, not good. Meanwhile, the Steelers' defense is coming off a really big game after they were shit in the bed for weeks. And I think they're going to try to keep that momentum rolling, cover 3.5 on the road. Ravens minus 4.5 at the Vikings. So this is me more long-term thinking. It might be a mistake, but I see the Ravens making the playoffs. They still have to play the Steelers twice this year. And although I did pick the Steelers, I do think they're going to continue to gain ground on the Steelers. Obviously not this week. But the Vikings had a weird win. I don't know if J.J. McCarthy can sustain that. I think the Ravens defense has woken up a tad since the start of the year. And they're going to get a big win in Minnesota. And finally, we got the Lions minus 8.5 at the Commanders. Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff, oldest team in the league, dynamic offense. Give me the Lions.
You know what's funny is there's usually one that just sticks out to me that I can't stand, and there's none of that here. Bears minus 4.5, Giants. Yeah, I like that. Steelers plus 3.5. Also, Joe Alt's gone for the Chargers now for the rest of the season. Done. And they traded for a bad offensive lineman from the Saints. I don't know about that. And the Steelers defense getting all this slack, and then they showed up in a big way against the Colts to shut them down. Yeah, I could see plus 3.5 big time. Ravens minus 4.5 over Minnesota. Yep, all over that. Lions 8.5. That's a big number, but Washington's done. They're dead in the water. I mean, that's just heartbreaking what happened to Jaden Daniels. That was disgusting as well.
I think it's not his throwing arm. I know it's still horrible, but at least it's not going to change him as a player.
There's no damage reported too, no torn ligaments or anything. So he is actually going to recover pretty quickly.
Oh, that's actually clutch. But yeah, they are. I thought they were in trouble before that injury, and now it's just their season's over. So how long before that team quits? Niners plus 4.5 is the closest I get to being like, they got a pretty lucky win against the Rams in the last one. That was a weird game. Mac Jones absolutely threw a party on Rams defense. I feel like they're going to adapt. Kendrick Bourne's not going to get over 100 yards in this one. So that's the only one that I would get close to being like, I might take Rams minus 4.5. But no, I think this is at least 4 in 1 week.
I do have to disagree with you, Lucas. I think this is the one of your worst spreads you've ever made, sir. Congrats. I think the Rams are going to steamroll the Niners. I think even if they don't steamroll them, I think 4.5 is just a little too generous. I think if the Niners win, it'll be by a field goal or by fewer points than that. These Rams have just been so dialed all season long.
But they're plus.
Plus 4.5.
Yeah, but okay, shit. Shit. No, but I still think the Rams are gonna absolutely cover the 5 points. I think this is gonna be a shit show. All they have to do is stop McCaffrey. That's all they have to do. They'll do it. And then the Giants, they've been sticking in games all season long. The Bears are prone to not winning games when they're favored. They've rattled off a few greasy ass wins. That latest one against the Bengals, that didn't give me any confidence. I mean, that was a 1-point game in a shootout, and I think the Giants are feisty, and they could give the Bears a lot of problems. I think 5 points is a lot to cover there. Steelers, that's the one I don't mind. gutsy win against Indianapolis last week. And then, guys, the Vikings might be back. J.J. McCarthy, I know it was one good game, but can we have a conversation? But can we have a conversation? Can we have a conversation about them? Can we? Did J.J. McCarthy not look like a better quarterback than when he started the season? Is that a true statement?
Yeah, I mean, he was all right.
He looked great. He ran one in. I think he had 3 PTDs. And yeah, he looked nice with it. He really did look nice with it. And I think Lamar just coming off of injury, he's still getting used to the scheme again, and still getting used
they just put up 30 plus.
It's the only scheme he's ever played in.
Yeah, no, they just put up 30 plus in the game before when
he is
coming back.
To who though? 30 plus on who though?
Miami, but the Minnesota has not
exactly.
Minnesota
Miami
are not world
Those
beaters,
are
man.
bullshit points. Those points don't do fuck all for me. I am taking the Vikings in that game. Wowza. I know. But I really am inspired from what I saw from J.J. McCarthy. I think he's going to keep churning the butter, as they say. And I think they're going to surprise a lot of people in that game.
Eli, just to be clear,
will not lose in the month of November. They're playing the Vikings, Browns, Jets, and Bengals, and they already have 2 wins in a row. They're going to shit kick these Vikings, dude.
Just watch it, cash, guys. Just watch it, cash. Put some money on it.
So, Eli, just to be clear, you are going to pick against 4 of these spreads.
3 of them.
So you're taking Steelers plus 3.5 and
Lions minus 8.5.
Okay. Joel, we're gaining on Eli this week.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be a good
We're that much closer. We're that much closer.
Hey, I never said I was picking these.
Here we go. I just asked you, man. You said you were.
Imagine I don't actually pick them.
No. We are coming on the next pod. We're going to see if you pick these. We're going to see your picks.
You guys are shite.
You're fucking around.
We're going to find out. Okay.
I'm sorry, Joel. Just do better.
Mr. Confident. Eli, it's time for your 6-team long shot parlay. 0 for 2 so far. 0 for 2.
0 for 2, but very close, guys, might I add. Very close.
You went 5-1, and then you went 4-2.
Yeah. So now, 3rd time's a charm. We're going 6-6. Starting off with the first leg, the Panthers over the Saints. The Saints are just dog shit. It's simple as that. I trust the Panthers over the Saints. That is going to add a little juice to the parlay. Next, we're moving on to the Jags over the Texans. This is kind of a coin flip, but I'm choosing the Jags with that addition of Jacoby Myers. Trevor Lawrence has everyone to pass to. I believe in him, and I think C.J. Stroud is out in this game as well. That Texans defense is going to be good, but they won't be able to hold up forever, and their offense won't be able to do shit. They couldn't even do anything with C.J. Stroud for most of the season. Next, Bills over the Dolphins. Not much to say there. The Bills are going to steamroll those shite Dolphins. Freebie right there. Next, Ravens over Vikings. Listen, it's going to be a close game, but I think the Ravens will actually take this one.
You were so stupid.
I'm taking this. I was taking against the spread on the last one. Does that not make sense, Lucas?
Trying to thread the fucking deal.
But you just said on the last one that you weren't going to do that.
Yeah, no, I was taking the spread.
No, you said you were only taking Steelers and Lions. You did not. You said you were taking the Vikings.
That was for spreads though, not money line. Threading the needle, as Joel said. Give me the Ravens. Next, Seahawks over Cardinals, guys. All right. Seahawks just got Rashid Shaheed. That locker room is bursting with talent. And yeah, the Cardinals have looked nice. They have looked nice with Jacoby Brissett. They are definitely scary. But I'm still going to take my Seahawks. They are rolling as of late. And then finally, we take it all home. The Eagles are actually plus money against the Packers. I am taking the Eagles in that game, guys, and I feel confident about it. $10 pays 126. Book it.
So I like Panthers versus Saints. Obviously, Saints are terrible in tanking. Yeah, without Stroud, it's tough to pick Davis Mills. I mean, obviously, I could see the Texans pulling off a win with that defense, but no, I'll take the Jags. Bills over Miami free. Ravens over Vikings, yes. Eagles versus Pack. I do think the Eagles will get it done off a bye week. But Packers also, they just got embarrassed. They lost to the Panthers. Now, no Tucker Kraft. So how are they going to deal with that? Musgrave going to have a big game if they're going to win. But that's going to be close. That's a nice Monday nighter. And Hawks versus Cardinals. Are the Seahawks real enough to sweep their division rival Arizona? Just when Arizona's like, oh, we love our offense right now, and you have Jacoby Brissett throwing for 260 and Marvin's getting involved. Finally, it's like, man, if you just had a quarterback this whole time that could feed him the ball, his guy would be cooking. That is the only sketch one. That and the Eagles, but that one I find the most sketch is that's a little Seahawks bias in there to throw them in a little.
But you don't think the Seahawks can do it?
Of course they can do it. Of course they can do it.
Okay, you don't think they will do it?
I'm just saying it's dangerous, okay? I'm just saying tread carefully. You're on thin ice.
I'm not going to be picking obvious wins the whole time. There's got to be a couple sketchy ones in here. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It is sketchy. I do agree.
That's going to be a tough one.
I think they pull it out.
I think that's going to be a super close game. And Darnold, he throws a pick every game. Now, it just depends. Are you going to catch it? Are you going to catch it or not? But he throws a pick every single game.
No, not every game. And when he does it, it's lucky deflections off of helmets, and it's most of it is luck. Yes, it is.
Never.
Yes, it is.
It's always right to the
No, he has the highest passer rating in the league, Lucas.
I'm aware, but I've watched the games as well. He constantly throws to the other team at least once a game.
And passes for 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
so,
he was
fantastic.
I'll take that. Did he throw a pick? Did he throw a pick?
I'll take the ratio any day of the week.
He did. He threw a pick.
You can throw a pick and still win games.
Of course. I'm just saying one of these days is going to bite him in the ass and they're going to end up losing because of this turnover. And it has already this season. So we're going to see.
The Tampa game? Yeah, Tampa game.
Tampa and the Niners in week 1.
Yeah, he was still getting adjusted. Now he's perfectly dialed in.
I mean, the Niners game, he was perfect the whole time, and then just out of nowhere, the worst pick you've ever seen.
No, but that was a bobble. That was a he got strip sacked. It was more on the O-line than him.
It's not a strip sack. It's an interception. Pretty sure he doinked it off his own guy's helmet.
Yeah.
Well, he got hit on the arm as he was throwing. That's why I say that.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, O-line problem, but they fixed that since. So yeah.
No, the O-line's nice actually. I think they might be the least sacked team in the league.
I believe
they look deadly, but obviously division rival, a bit dangerous. Joel.
Here's why I hate your parlay. Eagles over Packers Monday night. Eagles off a bye. Packers off a horrible loss. And let's say the rest of your legs win, you have to wait until Monday night to sweat this out. And then you're going to lose as the week ends. You can't even bet another thing that week to save yourself. That's why I would not touch that game.
I'm not a bitch. I can wait.
Oh, yeah.
Balls of steel, buddy.
I do think the Seahawks are going to do it.
Thank you.
Ravens is easy. I don't know why you had to go on a sermon about the Vikings.
He loves the Vikings, man.
Bills is cash. Jags, I do like it, but they're sketchy. They're weird. Like, weird division this year, too. And Panthers, Rico Dowdle's pretty sick. But that's it's a little sketchy, though.
Dude, they're feeding him like it's the 80s, man. Like, it's crazy.
Get Chubba Hubbard in there, man. He's on my team.
No, he's absolutely done.
Shut up.
Okay, nice. 4-2, not hitting. All right.
Fuck you. Fuck your face. You greasy bugger.
Don't call me that. ASTDP time. Eli, colloquially known as the Almost Sunday Touchdown Parlay. What do you got here?
Let's go with Lamar Jackson. He needs one. He's simply due at this point, and I think he'll run one in. Let's go.
This guy loves the Vikings so much. He's picking the Ravens and picking Lamar Jackson to run in the end zone on him.
Hey, I'm unbiased. You can't say I'm biased.
Sure. You know what? No problem. I'll take the Lamar TD. I am taking Rico Dowdle. Speaking of the devil, right? And he shall appear. Hey, write that down. He's been absolutely on fire, and he's been scoring constantly, and his yards are insane. I think he's 3rd in the league in rushing still, 3rd or 4th. He's been outstanding. So give me Rico.
I think we're hitting this week, boys, because I'm giving you an easy one. Jahmyr Gibbs against the Commies should be fucking easy touchdowns, all three of us, right?
Yeah, he didn't get in last week too. Yeah, I like that.
No value though.
It's a parlay.
I know. I'm just saying you're tanking the odds. That's fine.
Lamar is it?
Put 20 on it and call it a day.
Hold on. I'm going to look at the odds.
Don't worry about that. Don't look at the odds, man. There's no time for that.
All right, 10 wins 90, or returns 90. So wins 80. But my odds are the worst. That's true. I'm minus 180, but Lucas is minus 150.
I'm the juicy boy. Yeah.
I'm surprised. Plus 250 for Lamar.
Yeah, he's due.
Yeah, sneaky Lamar. Got to get in there. Okay, I'm putting money on that ASAP. All right. It is time. I did make a list last week, but we didn't do the show. But you do have it. Scroll down here. It is there. So don't be like, whoa, what are all these drastic changes? I did make a list the week before. Are you guys ready?
I'm loving it so far. Sorry. I like it so far.
Whoa. Chill out. Starting from the bottom. Gross. Browns, Jets, Dolphins, Raiders, Giants, Titans, Saints. Yeah, these teams are all horrific. A bunch of these teams are tanking. Just disgusting. Next, disaster. Bengals, Washington. For the Bengals, that's just a horrific loss. I think they've scored like 70-plus points in 2 games, lost both of them. They just give up a massive touchdown to Caleb Williams and Loveland to lose that game. Now, I thought they were just losing a walk-off field goal. To pretend like that wasn't going to happen, I think people are a bit going overboard. Like, what is going on with this defense? Yeah, they're horrible, but you would have given up a field goal anyway. Like, you had no chance. And for Washington, disaster, because obviously Jaden Daniels is probably done for the season. That's just, they've had a really on and off bad season, and this is what we were worried about, Jaden Daniels. Too light. He's too light. I think he needs to put on 10, 15 pounds in the offseason. Hopefully he recovers, and they look good. Okay, fluttering. Panthers, Cardinals, Falcons. Panthers, big win over the Pack. Don't know how many games the Packers are going to lose against horrible teams, but the Panthers aren't horrible. They're running the ball well. Bryce Young threw for like 90 yards. But hey, at least you're doing something right. Defense was good enough. So they got the win. Low-scoring shitter, but they got the win. Cardinals looking better with Jacoby Brissett than they are with Kyler Murray. I found it funny if you were watching that game how much Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were talking about how much better the offense is with Jacoby Brissett over Kyler. I was like, man, like I agree. This is like so much shade they're dumping on this guy. Kyler, gonna be a Cardinal next year? Not sure. And the Falcons, close loss, covered the spread, but yeah, couldn't quite get done. Drake May looking like a very strong MVP candidate. And 2 back-to-back bad games for Bijan. What's going on there? Run the ball, guys. Like, he's your best player. What are you doing, idiots? Okay, next. Season over. Texans and Dallas. Stroud's out this week. Probably a loss. They could have won that game against Denver if he was in, but Denver pulls it off late. And for Dallas, I mean, if the offense is not rolling, they are horrific. Their defense is so bad. Amari DiMarcado was running all over them. Marvin Harrison's cooking their books to the point where CeeDee Lamb is on the sideline like, whoa, did you see what he just did to our remaining number 1 corner? That was like, that made it so much worse because Deron Bland, who they gave $90 million to stupidly, literally somersaults backwards, and then CeeDee Lamb is like, oh, shit. Like, that made it way worse. These 2 teams, your season's over. Sorry. That's something. Vikings, Bears. I really did not see the Vikings win against the Lions. I really liked Lions. Big spread, 8.5 over the Vikings. They lost outright. Weird calls in that game in favor of the Lions, and they still lost. But big win for J.J. McCarthy. And for the Bears, at least Caleb looked good. He didn't throw a touchdown pass, I think, in the 2 prior games before this. How many did he throw in this one? At least 2, and he caught one. So at least he looked good against a horrible defense. Now, he's only looked good against Dallas and Cincinnati, who are the worst. So that's a little alarming. But hey, at least he had a good game. That's something. Someone will get left behind. Chargers, Ravens, Steelers, Jags. At least one of these teams is not going to make it. But 2 of them are going to find their way into the playoffs. Ravens surging now with Lamar Jackson back. Pittsburgh, huge win when they have a bunch of tough games coming up here. To beat the Colts, that was super important for them. The Jags pulling off that win against the Raiders, they played their heart out trying to kill this Jags team. And Cam Little setting the field goal record. That's awesome. And the Chargers, bad game against the Titans. Still got the win because the Titans are the worst, but all of these teams I don't trust in the playoffs. At least 2 of them are not going to make it, even though if the playoffs were to start today, 3 of them, not the Ravens, 3 of them are in. Well coached. Denver, Niners, Colts, Packers. Colts and Packers dropped drastically. Packers, not just because they lost to the Panthers, but because they lost Tucker Kraft. That's brutal. That's their best offensive weapon. They've not been running the ball well. Josh Jacobs has been getting touchdowns, but not a lot of yards. They also seem to have a kicking problem. The Colts, pumpkin mode. Danny Dimes. If Jonathan Taylor's not cooking, that offense is not the same. He needs it badly. I was arguing with someone the whole 1 o'clock slate about how this guy should not be on anyone's top 5 MVP, Daniel Jones, I mean, because Jonathan Taylor is carrying the team on his back, and he's like, oh, well, no, he needs Danny Dimes. I'm like, no, Jonathan Taylor's always been elite. His job's just gotten a bit easier. Guess what? He gets shut down. They turn the ball over 5 frickin' times. So they dropped a lot. Don't trust. And Denver, Bo Nix he's so bad until the 4th quarter. And everything is schemed. So he just misses these deep throws. Sean Payton, you can see, he's like, man, I schemed a wide open deep ball for the 15th time this game. And you just sailed it out of bounds. Like, you're killing me. And the Niners, bunch of injuries. McCorkle Jones at QB getting it done. Just a well-coached team. So these teams all in the playoffs as it happens right now, and I think they'll all make it. Just not the right time. Lions drop. Bucks don't move. They're on a bye. Patriots continue to rise. For the Patriots, I just think they're too young. I think they can get in the playoffs, maybe win a game. Wouldn't be surprised at all, but I think they're too young to make any real noise. The Lions, hard to wrap my arms around them. Just when I was starting to believe in Jared Goff, being like, man, you're killing it against the blitz. No, he lost to Brian Flores badly in that chest match. And Tampa Bay, the injuries are just killer. They are on a bye week, so they didn't move, but they're not getting Mike Evans back. I don't know what kind of Chris Godwin you're going to get back. Bucky Irving's still not back this week, so it just seems like this isn't their time. 5-4, the Chiefs. They dropped from the top spot. They're 5 of them at 5-4 here. That's their record, obviously, but 2 weeks ago, I had them at the very top of the list, and the title was 12-5. I had them losing either against the Bills or against the Colts, and then probably dropping one to Denver. Well, now you got to sweep Denver. Otherwise, you're not winning that division. So, bit of a problem for them. They still have Indianapolis to play, like I said. Part of me still believes that this is the best team in the league, but you saw what the Bills did to them. You can run the ball in this team. Now, it's not just that Bills had the best O-line and one of the best running backs in the league. You can actually run on this defense. They're not the same. They're still good. The offense will get back on track, but they dropped 4 now. Going for it, Eagles, Rams, Seahawks. All 3 of these teams made moves at the trade deadline, and the Rams and the Seahawks both obliterated their opponents last week. Eagles were on a bye. Seahawks, -3 was the line against Washington. My God, they crushed them horribly. Rams, the line was like -14. They crushed them too. This could be awesome when these 2 teams play each other. I honestly can't wait for that. The receivers are so good in that game. I don't think corners on either side are going to have a good day. That's going to be awesome. And they still get to play each other twice. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And at the top of the list, I'll just give them a little bit of respect here. History repeating itself. Buffalo crushed Kansas City. The score made it look closer than it was. McDermott with a horrible decision at the end to kick that field goal. Just punt. Just pin the Chiefs deep. They have no timeouts, 20 seconds, needing a touchdown. Just punt, idiot. I would have fired him years ago. His in-game decisions making just leaves me scratching my head still. The fact that the Chiefs had a chance at the end of that was like, what? They were dominated thoroughly the entire game. I was saying just Saturday night before to some people, I was like, man, feed James Cook. Feed him. You always complain about your outside weapons. Feed James Cook, make it 3rd and short, feed the tight ends, and James Cook had 27 carries. I think that's the most in his career. He had over 100 yards. He was absolutely killing them. And Kincaid went off 100 yards. Like, And that's how you do it. Dominate time possession. Keep Mahomes on the sideline. Repeat this in the playoffs. Run it. Run it down their throat. If it stops working, throw it to open it up, but do never get away from it. Keep James Cook rolling. He is the key in the playoffs if you don't want to be 0-5. So Bills, with respect this week, at the top of the list, Eli.
I gotta say, this has to be the best list ever. I really don't disagree with anything. I just have a couple of questions is all. Like, this is very good. I just find it crazy how the Chiefs can move down two sections in 1 week. Like, that's just wild to me. Like, how everyone can crown them at the top. They're the best. Okay, yeah, they're no doubt the best in the league at this point. 1 week later, they flip. Oh, okay, the Bills beat them. They're not actually that good. They're not actually the best of the best. Like, they're such a hard team to predict, it seems like, for everyone. Like, 1 week it flips, the next week it flips again.
Here's the thing about the Chiefs. I think they're going to rise back up this list. I think they're going to go on a run still. Like, this Bills game, I penciled in, even when I had them at the top of this list, I was like, they could definitely lose to the Bills because that's what they do in the regular season. They lose to the Bills.
Bills always beat them in the regular season.
Always. So I'm like, okay. But I was even accounting that. I was like, 12-5. I think they're going to go on a run. The thing is, the Eagles have beat the Chiefs the last 2 times they've played. And they've, even without A.J. Brown, they've looked sick recently. I'm not totally convinced still on the offense or the offensive line, the run game. And for the Rams and the Seahawks, my MVP favorite right now is Matt Stafford. He is killing it. He's having, weirdly, a quietly fantastic season. I think he has 21 touchdowns and 2 picks. He's, like, so gross. And we're just kind of not talking about it. Now they've been feasting on some bad teams right now, but still. I mean, Seattle just whooped Washington, who's pretty bad. And everyone is like, Sam Darnold. And they should be. I mean, he was threw 4 touchdown passes in the first half. But it's like, right now, I think if they played, it's almost a coin flip game, depending on where it is, if they played the Chiefs. So I think these teams are sick. They're just in a different conference than Kansas City as well.
Yeah. No, I get that. Also, the Bills, man, like, they have holes in their lineup. Like, I know they beat the Chiefs, but it just feels weird to me to have them at the very top. Like, I feel like even the Rams are on the Bills level. The Eagles could be on the Bills level. Even the Seahawks, man. Like, the Bills' defense is bad. We know McDermott makes brutal game time decisions, like you said. And I think those cost them in big games. And I might rather trust Rams, Sean McVay, and Stafford in those moments, you know? Like, I think the Rams really could be on that tier, but it's not like a do or die. I won't die on that hill.
I agree with that. I would trust the Rams more or the Eagles more. But in Bills' conference, I wouldn't trust Denver more or Indianapolis or Baltimore. The only team I would trust more is Kansas City. And of course,
we're talking best team in the league, though.
Yes.
Like,
but if
not conference.
But there's also projection of where I think they're going to end up, and I think they're going to be the 2 or 3 seed, and be right there hosting playoff games, absolutely killing it.
I don't like this list at all. I like this list quite a bit, actually. I do agree with Eli, though, that I wouldn't mind 4 at the top contenders. You know?
Don't change my names, man.
But also the Chiefs, I can't see a world that the Chiefs don't keep beating the Bills in the playoffs. It's unfortunate, but it's just like it feels inevitable at this point. So, you know, they lose once in the regular season and they beat the shit out of them when it matters.
I see the world. I just McDermott's just got to get it together. Like, this was the game plan, though. This is the problem with Buffalo as well in the regular season. It seems like they prematurely blow their load, if you will, and beat the Chiefs. This is our game plan to beat you. And then the playoffs, the Chiefs are like, well, we're not going to let you do that. Whereas the Chiefs have always just a whole new game plan in the playoffs, and Bills are like, oh, like, what is this? And then they shit down their leg. So I'm definitely worried about that. McDermott versus Andy Reid, like, I'll take Andy Reid all day in that matchup. But if they can just get this run game rolling, your big people are better than their big people. Use them.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Chiefs didn't make any deadline acquisitions for a running back, like a Chuba or someone like that.
I don't know about Chuba, but they should have gone somebody. Yeah.
Well, he's better. Chuba's better than anyone they have. But yeah, Breece Hall Brissol would have been great too. Yeah.
Probably really good.
Yeah, that and Brissol's just begging, like, let me out, please.
Yeah.
It is now time for my favorite segment. It's upset alert. First, the scores. I'm at 12.5. I gained 1 point because the Falcons did cover the spread against the Patriots. Joel also got a point because he picked the Raiders. And they covered a 3-point spread, which is crazy. Lost by 1 point. And so Joel's at 13, and Eli, you whiffed completely.
How?
You picked Bengals over the Bears, and they didn't cover.
What do you mean?
They didn't do anything. They were 3-point dogs.
Yeah, so they lose by 1 point?
No, it was like 5 or 7. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think they lost 47-42, something like that.
Damn it!
Yeah, but you were already in first, so you and Joel are tied at 13 still. And I'm gonna get us kicked off here because my pick is gross, and it is in direct conflict with Joel. I'm taking the Raiders on Thursday night plus 9.5 against Denver. It's absolutely filthy.
You're picking against my Survivor.
I'm picking directly against your Survivor pick.
Ugh.
Brock Bowers, he's back, baby, and he's healthy. Him, Michael Mayer. I don't care that Jacoby Myers is gone. What has he done this season? Nothing. Trey Tucker time, okay? Ashton Genty. Bo Nix, if he doesn't show up until the fourth quarter, I could see Brock Bowers having a huge night and just being simply too much for Denver to deal with.
I like it. I do like that a lot, actually. Because we saw that Raiders versus Jags game. Took them all the way until overtime before Geno absolutely fucked the bed on that one.
And
he'll do it eventually, but...
And thank God they had that 60-yarder, 68-yarder at halftime.
What's the spread?
Yeah. Denver's favored by 9.5.
Oh,
that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
Oh, that'd be so juicy.
You're crafting these fairy tales, making me scared.
But they'd have to win, Lucas, for you to get those 9, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna win.
Oh yeah, me neither.
They're gonna
get 1 point, man.
I thought it's
no.
Shut up.
No.
Just get a point if they cover, then you get the points if they win.
Yeah.
You get 3 if it outright wins, and then whatever the spread is. Yeah.
That's
nice. That's a horrible pick.
That's nice for 1 point. That's nice for 1 point.
That'd be a 12.5 point swing. Come on.
I mean, all right, high risk, high reward. I'm going a bit low risk here, and I'm going with the Eagles plus 2.5 over the Pack. I think that's a freebie. Monday Night Football. Take me home. Take me home.
I like it too. I am going to pick the Eagles to win that game in Green Bay. That's a sick Monday nighter.
Green Bay's just they're young, right? They're young. They're showing their inexperience of the season and inconsistent at best. And I think Eagles they have a lot of firepower to outmuscle them. They're gonna get the win.
It's gonna be all on Jordan Love because unless this finally is the Josh Jacobs game, but hasn't been so far.
And their wide receivers, it's just been a shit show. Like you can't rely on anyone on that team other than Dobbs, really. Even then, it's sketchy. So yeah,
it'll be a tough one. I am going with the Steelers at the Chargers to 3.5 point spread, and I don't trust the Chargers. But every time I pick for or against the Steelers, I always get it. Every single time I get a run.
I was gonna say that it's always the greasiest one with them because it's like, okay, Rodgers against the Packers, they'll cover. Nope. It's like Rodgers against the Colts. It's like too hairy. They win that one. It's like okay.
Yeah, they're a weird team, but I think they can at least cover the spread this week.
Yeah, it's nice that you have the hook there at 3.5, at least to get that in. But that's a weird game. I can see that being a low-scoring shitter.
I can see a Chris Boswell game, honestly.
Maybe absolutely.
Just 5 field goals.
Yeah. I could always see a Chris Boswell game.
The Steelers kind of impressed me against the Colts. First team to really shut them down, even though the Steelers defense has been struggling all season long. I don't know how they shut down Jonathan Taylor. Was that an anomaly? I don't know. We'll see. But I do have some faith in the Steelers on the spread there.
Yeah, I think they're just hearing so much shit talked about that defense. Highest paid defense, 3rd year in a row, playing like dog water. And I think TJ Watt and friends were like, hey, enough. We got to. Danny Dimes, like, no, we got to get this done. Okay.